Hello and welcome to this week's episode of TA Focus. My name is Trent Carroll. I'm the founder and chief market strategist here at TA Capital Research. Today we're going to be talking about Amazon. So we're going to go over the daily time frame. We'll go over our short to intermediate term expectations for price. Then we'll cover the relative weakness that we're currently seeing within Amazon versus the Nasdaq 100. Move over to cover seasonality. So we'll cover the last 10 years of seasonality for Amazon, really narrowing down on Q4. And then to close it out, we'll cover our long-term outlook on Amazon. So we'll give our long-term risk level and then what would happen if that risk level were to be broken. Before we proceed though, here is a quick disclaimer for you to take a look at. All right, starting out, this is Amazon, the daily chart. So the first thing that we really want to highlight is the lower high. So we saw the initial high was in February 2025. That lower high input last month, September 2025. Since that September high, we can see a short-term trend of lower highs and lower lows, with price currently trending below the descending 20 and 50-day moving averages. Price is now coming up on the 200-day moving average, which has been tested over the last few trading sessions. Our current risk level is the $211.50 pivot below. If that pivot were to be broken, we do expect some additional selling pressure, potentially seeing a move into $195 for about an 8% pullback. So this is the Amazon versus the Nasdaq 100 index relative chart. So this relative weakness that we've been seeing in Amazon is not new. The relative weakness initiated back in July-August timeframe whenever that rising support broke. Currently breaking below this pivot support here, so we do expect this relative weakness to accelerate. And Amazon is now seeing the lowest levels relative to the Nasdaq 100 index since October 2023. So here's the seasonality. So this is Amazon seasonality for the last 10 years. Again, we really want to focus on Q4 here. So over the last 10 Q4s, the green to red monthly ratio is 60-40. So that's going to be 18 green monthly closes and 12 red monthly closes. There have been 4 years where every month within Q4 has been green, and 2 years where every month in Q4 has been red. So overall the net Q4 is positive for Amazon over the last 10 years. We do expect again a weak Q4 here for Amazon in 2025. That might not look like 3 straight red monthly closes for Q4, but we do expect again a net red Q4 for Amazon this year. Here is the Amazon monthly chart. So this is going to highlight our long-term outlook. So we see that 200, not 200, we see the $180 pivot breakout in 2023. That is currently our risk level here long-term. So while we do expect some short to intermediate term weakness within Amazon, we continue to hold a long-term bullish outlook so long as a $180 pivot below continues to hold, which price currently is about 20% over that pivot level. So right now we really have no reason to adjust our long-term outlook so long as price can hold over 180. So that's going to wrap up this week's episode of TA Focus. If you enjoyed and found this helpful, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. We'll be posting these every Thursday. If you've been thinking about trying out TA Capital Research, now is the perfect time. We're currently offering our largest offer ever, which is 50% off all of our annual plans. But you can join our monthly plan as well. All of our plans do offer a risk-free trial, so you can try us out at any point risk-free. Thank you so much for watching though, and we will see you in next week's episode.